Hello and welcome to Dungeons and Draggets, a game where we...
What?
I don't know, I just like how excited you are to play a game that you hate.
Alright, can I spend more
I
of
think
your
he's secretly
money?
starting to
No,
have
you
fun.
cannot spend more money.
I need to spend more of your money.
No!
That's mine.
So do it!
Guys, welcome to Dungeons and Draggets, a game where me and a bunch of my friends get together and play one of our favorite games in the world, D&D. And now, to introduce our panelists, sure. Starting over here in a motley hat, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Dusty again, and I am still playing, who's still alive at the moment, Twitch Tinkerfoot, the Halfling Bard.
Miko. Oh my god.
Miko! Hi, I'm Miko. I am playing Jade Blue, the rogue human. I'm not a human rogue, I'm a rogue human.
You're rogue human. He's gone rogue. Xander.
Hi, I'm Xander. I'm the bearded dragon monk.
Dragon Monk.
Dragon monk.
Dragon Monk.
I'm breaking things.
John.
Yeah, I'm John. I play Tarbin, the dwarf.
Dwarf.
I love your descriptions.
He breaks things.
Yeah, like tables. Mackie.
I'm Mackie. I'm playing Ashton the Ranger.
And I'm Alkali.
I'm not here.
And you have my puppet. So apparently I'm DMing from that table over there. I'm Alkali.
Give us treasure.
No treasure. I'm Alkali. I'm your DM for the day. Guys, this is Dungeons & Dragons, and we begin this show as tradition goes. I've been doing this now with Javelin for close to 15 to 20 years. 15 years? Oh,
Probably
boy.
since 02.
Wow, that's insane. And
So
we
actually,
always...
we're probably quickly approaching 16 years.
Jesus.
We can drive.
We can try. We always started games in the same way, so I do not give the recap. Guys, it is your job to remind everyone what happened. So, last time! Guys, what happened?
Fire rain, portal, fight with guards, table smashing,
Backflips.
backflips,
Backflips.
Jesus, Dragon Jesus,
Scaly Jesus.
Scaly
Sweet
Jesus.
Scaly Jesus.
Sweet Scaly Jesus. Slime Lady. Bar
around.
owner.
Sneaking around.
Sneaking around.
Sneaking around. Wait.
Forgery.
Strum.
Strum.
Yes. Hot. Writing action of whatever you were doing over there.
Hot writing action.
That's right.
Hot! Guys, tune into Dungeons & Dragons for hot writing action.
So all the kids want to see.
Penmanship porn.
No, you don't lick your finger, you lick the pen. Ow.
Forgery.
This is a silly play.
This is a very silly place.
Guys,
And
guy knows we have magic, and we need to go
Kabar.
find Curity Lady.
Kabar
No.
is our gentlemanish guy that we're
Right, we
following.
got Helvakia.
And Helvakia is the witch.
I'm gonna call her
Helaviv.
Helen.
Helaviv, actually.
And
Tel
we
Aviv
ate
is
soup.
Helaviv, right here. H-E-L.
Yeah, we had soup.
We had soup.
Oh, we did have
I had
soup.
beer.
you did have beer.
We had soup unsuccessfully served to us by a blind lady.
Yes.
You'd think she'd be better at that after all
You
those
think
years.
so?
That's a fairly good, if not random recap. Well done, gentlemen.
Strum.
Strong.
Also, we're apparently just abandoning Skyfire.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Oh,
We
right.
started with
Not
Skyfire.
quite.
Well, I know, but
Oh yeah.
we just kinda
One
like,
problem at a time.
There's a
Yeah,
kobold that did
Sky-
magic, and we might have to hunt him down. Is that the deal?
That is a possibility.
Kill
of the deal.
stuff.
And so I will ask you one last question. What is your actual goal? Why were you going to visit Helaviv?
Protect her or something?
Because we broke a guy's table and we owe him favors, and then he was asking too many favors, so he said he would compensate
Oh,
us.
and I'm allowed to freely break 5 pieces of furniture in a bar fight.
I
Only,
He
That's
agreed.
what you remember.
He agreed.
Yeah.
only if we
That's all that
successfully
matters. You know better
protect-
than
This is true.
I also
This is
overheard.
my life.
I overheard a couple people that want to attack said curative lady, who happens to be friends with Kabarax in some way. So it is a good idea for us. I almost want to dance that, avoid that going from neutral to good alignment shift.
It looks like a load.
But knowing this Helaviv may benefit us in the end. So
Like the YouTube bar.
Alright, I'd say that's a good recap. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dungeons and Dragons.
Last time.
I just did that! Oh my god.
Fade in. There.
You fade in. You fade into yourself standing outside of the tavern finally. Your belly's filled with beans, garlic, barley,
Whatever else is on the
especially
floor.
you.
Barley!
Oh, hold on! Speaking of one of you, before we end the recap, what is the other thing that happened last time that only one of you knows about?
That none of us
Something
know.
about getting killing blow on something and getting power.
Okay. The vision.
Yes. The
Okay.
vision.
That's
Wait.
a fairly important moment. Don't know if you realize that.
It wasn't entertaining enough.
I choose to ignore it.
As we discovered, the whispering might have been too soft.
Yes, I do apologize. Guys, we're working out all the kinks in this. Thank you so much for your patience. You find yourselves outside of the tavern. It is still a beautiful, sunny day, even though somewhere else on this planet, it is still raining fire on the home that some of you have been staying in for a decade, and some of you as short as 2 years.
Do we know that for sure?
That it's still happening?
Yes.
No, you do not know that
Oh,
for sure.
well then.
It's a sunny day with just more sun.
It's
That's
just
right.
very sunny.
The sun is
Has
very
fat
important.
guy made it back to the guardhouse yet?
Why would you know that?
We haven't been inside that long. He's fat and slow. I
Well,
want to heckle him as he walks by.
Okay, first off, he's not walking past you to go back to the guardhouse. Second off, you don't know where the guardhouse is, so you have no idea.
Do I see him?
No, you do not
There
see
you go.
Fat Guy.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Sit. What?
All right,
Tap.
you find yourself outside of the tavern. Once again, you're noticing as people walk by, Jaka, you are getting look after look from people. One look stands out above the rest. A woman looked over at you, and Jay, you can't read lips, but certain words, you know how it's just kind of easy to read them? That's an interesting form of dialect. You can tell that she is staring at Jaka and dragging her daughter away that she's walking with. Is that a kobold? That has to be a kobold.
Don't touch those dragons, honey. They're dirty.
They're dirty. And she is trying to drag her daughter away from the location, claiming that Jaka is a kobold. Other than that, you guys are standing outside the tavern, so we go to you. What do you do?
Oh shit, I just realized too.
This doesn't help.
Kobolds are lizards in this edition of D&D.
Kobolds are, yes,
Damn
they're
it!
not Nero.
Damn it!
They're not
No,
dogs.
I'm old too.
That's right.
First edition, we're
No,
dogs.
they are
I'm much
little lizards.
bigger than them.
Yes, you are significantly bigger than them.
Not me.
You still wear a hoodie.
Racist all over them. You know, I'm used to this, so it's not a big deal.
What do you guys do?
I don't know. What are we doing?
That sounds about right.
Go for a walk.
Sounds like the girl's
Um,
phone.
Are we
Well,
supposed to
I
go
mean-
find that lady?
What's
Yeah,
the
I was
fun
gonna
that
say-
He has given you where she lives.
I was gonna say.
I
yeah.
apologize. My fault. He gave you her location.
I cast Find Lady.
You cast Find Lady.
I really needed that
Hey,
spell
wait,
for
wait.
single days.
Back in these days, find object counts. I mean,
Oh!
damn!
Oh!
Oh, that is not going on a t-shirt.
Oh.
Guys, if you haven't been watching, this is Uncle Kage's Story Hour, and definitely not the Dragon Show. Alright. You stand outside. You do not need to cast Find Lady because all of you know where she's at. You have
Because
given
we already
directions.
cast fire.
You
I
can
wanna-
still...
If I want to find chicks with dicks, could I?
Anyway.
I'm gonna go
Anyway.
Could
find
I
it.
cast Find Traps? That's all I want to know. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, you cast
Yes.
Yeah, if you cast on a lady, it's a booby trap.
There
Okay.
you go.
Nah, 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 nah.
All right,
What do you guys do?
We're going to the
Never
lady.
the lady.
The lady.
You're going to the lady. You guys end up walking down the street. Now that your hood is up, a few less people are looking at you. What was your height? I don't remember.
I'm like 6 foot.
She's your giant.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry,
So normally,
let me try this again.
What are you doing to me?
He's shorter. Normally, around most people, you would just be, a slightly taller individual. You're traveling with a young man, short, a gnome, ultra short, halfling, I apologize, a halfling, ultra short, a dwarf, you look really tall. You're very noticeable in this group. In fact, they don't even give you cover from arrows.
We're like the referees to your wrestler.
Oh my god.
I crouch down a little bit.
And putting the hood up, you're attracting less and less attention as you walk. And as you walk, you find yourself in the town square of this district. People shouting out their wares from left and right. You can hear them calling out the day's catch. The smell of fish here is ridiculous. Obviously, the river is very bountiful because that seems to be a major source of income from these people. 5 different fish stands as you're walking past. A cheesemonger, a winemaker, and something that Tarbin finds very interesting, a gnome peddling greatest ale in the land, greatest ale, get it right here, greatest.
I need some money.
Yeah, we fight yourself. I'm just gonna give him.
I feel our mission has changed.
Let
all
me
of a sudden.
let me go and haggle a price.
Greatest ale in the land. If you haven't tried our ale, try it with this gentleman's cheese, because nothing goes better with our ale than a fine Cabernet. Greatest ale.
I'd like a free sample, please.
But of course, my friend, but of course. Anyone for someone of a stature like you have no idea how jealous I am of the fact that you have the height and the muscle of a mountain. One moment, my friend. And he turns around. He doesn't pour you a sample into a small brown bowl. He doesn't give you... He gives you a pint and fills you a pint. For my dwarven allies, sir, to your health. Hands you the pint, turns around, grabs his drinking horn off the shelf. Cheers, my good friend, cheers!
Can I sense motive on this guy?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
I think we know the
Oh, that's 20. That's the wrong dice.
Ah, fuck.
17 plus...
Hold on, how did he roll a 20 on a d12? I'm so curious.
I am...
Because he has plus 12.
Oh, but okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
So, 29?
29?
Yeah.
He is far too quick to give out this large of a free sample.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
There's
I
definitely
drank it.
something shady. You drink it?
Yeah.
Okay, will save.
Oh, it's a will. Is it
Fudge.
Ta-da!
a spell or a poison?
I will count this as a poison even though I don't think it is, but I'll count it as a poison.
15.
15? Save.
Do
For
I
a
know I
mo-
just had to try something?
No. But what you do know is for a moment as he was speaking, he's like, "Oh, sir, wouldn't you care to buy an entire barrel of this fine ale for a moment?" You're like, "Fuck yeah, I want to buy it." I should probably, for a moment, all you wanted was that barrel, but you fight off the thought.
How's it taste?
Yours is probably better in your mind, but you're probably biased on it as well. So, sir, can I interest you in possibly a cart of barrels? For I'm sure that you are now drinking the finest ale in the land.
Yeah, probably not.
What?
I'm just gonna let this one go. Continue.
Do you want another free sample?
Yes!
And he turns around. You see him go to the cask with the red rim, and he pours you another cup. And he goes back over to you. "Here, sir, please, have another one on the house." And goes back over to his drinking horn.
Another will save.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, that's not good.
That's
Which
a one.
A 1.
So, sir, now that you're a little bit more relaxed, shall we say, and he smiles over at you guys, I wouldn't dream of taking advantage of an inebriated dwarf, but surely
You calling
a
me
cask.
inebriated?
Don't you want a cask?
I want this much. And I reach in my pocket and pull out all the coin I have. 2 silver.
And he looks at the 2 silver. Sir!
Sir, there's a good reason that we don't let him keep the money.
You know what? I appreciate that. I appreciate a shrewd businessman like you. I'll tell you what. You are wearing a fine set of armor.
No.
You are wearing a fine set of
My
armor.
armor is very important to me. That's a... I don't know about
Sir, you want this barrel, don't you? Suggestion.
guess so.
All you need to do is part with your armor.
Sorry.
Definite
give me-
check.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
What
what?
are we-
A fucking
check?
sense motive? This
No, not even sense motive. This is obvious.
It's pretty
Well,
obvious, but if you bouch the roll, you're not gonna know.
Okay.
You may. He's also an idiot.
I
One.
mean,
Yeah, oh, no.
you think he's a fucking idiot?
I know I'm an idiot.
At least you're smart enough to know that.
If you didn't botch
So
it,
what we
you know
doing?
that he would
Oh,
never
fuck,
trade his
fuck.
armor for a cask of ale.
Yep. No, I rolled a 6, but
Yeah,
and I
you
got
know.
a 9.
Something's going.
Sir, I really appreciate everything that you're trying to do for my friend here. Here, why don't I just pay you for these samples? I'm gonna hold out a coin, a gold coin.
That's very generous of you.
Absolutely.
Takes the coin.
Blindness.
Touch attack blindness. You're going to roll this. We're going to take a little bit of a 5th edition rule here because you tricked him into reaching out towards you. You have advantage on the touch attack. Go ahead. Roll twice.
I
Take a
rolled
better
a
roll.
19.
You don't need roll twice to see if you get the 20. That's all.
12.
That's 12.
Okay, what's my save?
Your save is. Oh god, I don't remember what the save is on this.
No, it's okay. No, I know the save. I just need to know your number.
Oh fuck, I didn't write this one down.
Add 1 to the previous one. That's all.
Yeah, I didn't write any of them down.
What's my level?
Because I was too busy writing Xander.
What's the
down.
spell level?
Yeah, thank you
It's
for
level
helping.
2.
2, so it's 2, then what's your modifier?
2.
So it's a 14.
14.
14. Yep. Oh! It's happening again. We're starting off like shit over on this side.
Hell yeah.
What?
Sir, before you go and try peddling your bullshit to anybody else, I suggest that you go and see the nice doctor.
Cards.
I'm
And
going
he
to
stops,
walk- I'm
realizing
going
the position he's in. What have you done?
Am I still trying to take off my armor?
And I'm going to.
No.
Do I notice he's blind?
No.
No.
You're confused because the suggestion is kind of messing with you.
Putting my hood up. Good day, sir. Please take care. And I'm taking my coin, obviously.
Where are you going? What is this? And he's yelling, and the cheesemonger next to him, boy, you've been had.
Call a hustle, baby.
Bree! I've got to Bree here! Bree! And he's laughing as you guys walk away. You will need to drag drag Tarbin as he is still confused and slowly but confusingly taking off his armor.
I ain't dragging shit.
I'm taking them.
That's all you.
Let's go.
Ram.
Would I actively resist this? I don't know. how
No,
powerful
it's just a
suggestion
suggestion. Like you would
is. When
want.
I grab my 2 silver coins,
No, I'm gonna have to. I hate to say it. You're gonna have to lose the 2
and
silver.
I'm broke.
My 2 silver. I'm actually
We'll
shocked
call-
you guys let him keep 2 silver.
We'll call that penance.
Let's go. Attention deficit dwarf.
Does anyone have any levels?
Weren't we finding a woman?
Yes. This
Poor
is
guy.
this is called a random encounter. Does anyone have any levels in armor smith or weapons?
Yes.
You do. Roll. Whichever one you have and tell me what it is.
Weaponsmith, I got a 10.
10. Alright, you're fighting the dragon monk right now. He is easily able to move you. Not because of overstrength, like he just knows how to turn you, that every time you're taking a step forward, you're actually walking farther away. It's pretty impressive, because he's a monk and he knows how to use your own movements against you. And as you're doing it, give me the will save again to break the,
Hey, 12.
12? Success. You break it, and as you break it, the reason it is broken is you are looking over at a stand, and it's selling farm equipment. It's selling nails. It's a smithy. They set up a shop in this square, and sitting right in front is a sword with a blade that is definitely not steel. This sword has the slightest of purple hues to it, and you notice it.
We're taking back alleys next time. We're just leading them all through the back alleys. We're avoiding
so
all the
many
merchants.
shiny
We're avoiding
things.
all the shiny
Learn
things.
these teleport
Distractions.
things.
Do I realize I was had by the gnome yet?
No, it's always a suggestion. In your mind, you remember wanting the ale, but the opportunity passed.
Okay.
You know, one of those
The
things, like, I
opportunity
would have
passed,
bought it.
and the guy went blind.
And the guy went blind. You can actually hear it because you're paying attention to it. You hear him now, he's yelling for guards. You actually hear him go, fuck you, Jerry.
Everyone is Jerry.
Everyone's Jerry. All the assholes are Jerry.
I'm gonna go get the sword.
Of course you are.
You go over to the.
Of course you are.
Let's go look at the sword.
There is a guard to the side of the stall. You can just see him standing there, arms crossed. He is armed, and behind the stall is a larger, elderly man. You'd guess him to be in his 50s, 60s. A long, hard life. Like you can tell, this guy was a smith for his better years. He's the salesman now. He probably has either an apprentice or a full-blown smith that maybe he trained running the shop. He sells now.
What do you got for 2 silver?
I don't even have that anymore. What happened to my 2 silver?
Gentlemen, what can I interest all of you wonderful people in?
Couldn't help but admire this cool-looking sword here.
Truly. And he picks it up and actually does a very nice flourish flip and hands it to you, hilt first.
I take it.
This is one of my finest items. Using a dark steel from dwarven mines, I'm not surprised that your dwarven eyes noticed it.
This is fancy.
It was forged over the course of nearly 2 weeks. Honed to a beautiful sharpness, sir, you will find no finer weapon inside the town. And I will tell you this much. As we all know, when magic comes back, those wizards will be looking for things to enchant, and this, my friend, has the masterwork qualities that you read about in your youth. This could be enchanted, I promise you that.
Since I was just curious about the metal, this is very nice though, but I prefer my axe.
I understand once you grow used to a weapon, you can never quite put it down. I was very partial to the warhammer in my youth.
Very nice. I used throwing hammers.
You're a madman.
He also breaks tables.
Another reason why the axe disappeared to the sword.
You were the one in the tavern.
Oh no!
I've heard
It's been all of 15
it's been like 20 minutes, man.
not many people go into a blind rage and destroy one of Kabar's tables.
I mean, he gets you there. He gets you there.
Yeah, I know. I mean, who would do that over calling someone, like, short?
Who indeed?
Him.
Sir, I do hope you remember this blade is here. I've had this on my table for months. I'm sure that it'll always be waiting for a fine dwarven owner such as yourself.
And I'll
He
continue to
reaches
wait.
I had it back here.
He puts it back on the rack. All of you, if you need anything...
Without asking anything,
Yep.
can I try to appraise something like that?
I'm actually
Absolutely. Do you have Leviticus and Appraise?
Yes.
Okay, so here's the you can get a general idea, but once you walk away, if you two confer, you can get a really good idea.
And I have instinctive appraise, so I think I got a bonus to it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes.
dwarf and raise.
Was
Yeah.
it 4? What is it? 2?
It's +4 for what you're doing, but go ahead.
That's when it was so close.
Yeah. 18.
18, and John?
11.
11? Okay, you know that this is a very valuable sword. Once you walk away and confer with each other for just a moment, this sword is probably not only masterworked, but the material that's being used, because it's made out of dark steel, it does have unique special properties. You would guess that that thing's worth about $1,000. 1,000 gold.
973 more to go.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Was it like a long sword? Or was it a short
It's a
sword?
As
long
far as
sword.
I know, I'm the only one who's been in that pouch.
True. Yeah. So now, as you walk in, remember, if there's anything you need, always just ask for Derlin. I'm always here for you, any of your smithing needs.
Yeah, we want to.
Okay. So, pretty sword.
That is a pretty sword.
Anyway, we have ladies to go find.
Yeah! How about that?
Witchy tarts in the woods. Let's go.
Yeah, do we have any leads? Anyone? I'm not good at this.
Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah,
We're told
we
where she
know
is.
exactly where she is.
Yeah, that's
And
why
we-
you were
and we-
walking,
and we
you
went
were
to
walking
locate
through the
items.
bazaar.
Okay.
You were walking through the bazaar to get to her.
Okay.
Look at okay.
What other stories are there?
Can we just plug things in his ears and start going?
We start leading him through back out, like away
take him
from
back
bazaars, away from shiny distractions.
Ashton, I need you to
We're
teach
going-
him how to like not pay attention to the things. Is it the hood? Is it being a ranger?
I'm a dwarf. The guy was giving out free ale, and that guy had a really nice sword.
Can we put a coin on a piece of rope and just drag it behind us? And just keep the dwarf
I don't know if that would work.
I mean, maybe he could.
Wait, you can get on his shoulders and just like, yeah.
Ale on a stick and just
Just grab his hair and like.
Oh my god, wait.
Nope.
This is a good idea.
So for the record, if any of this happens, someone's gonna get flattened.
Okay, but we can grab his horn, tilt it upside down so it's constantly pouring in front of him, and he just goes.
We're not gonna gerbil our dwarf.
Yeah, no, you're not.
There's an elderly woman standing next to all of you. She just looks over. Gerbling a dwarf. Oh, back in my day. And she just kind of rambles.
Yep, time to go.
She's cool.
Bring her with. Let's go.
D20 to anyway. 20.
Anyway.
Let's go to thing.
All right.
It's a person, you know.
I know.
Well, we're going to the hovel to see the person.
You make your way out of the bazaar.
The distractions.
The Distraction Bazaar. It's actually called Distraction Bazaar.
I would like to make a mental note to never pass through there unless we have to again.
Understood.
How bizarre.
Free ale.
How bizarre.
Oh, god damn it.
It's like Costco. You go there, you get free samples, you spend $200. All right.
You get suggestion cast on you by the ale. You come home with a cart of ale.
I mean, they only sell in bulk, so that's
That's
kind of how it
true.
rolls.
Ye olde
Everything
Costco.
costs 20 gold.
Everything. All right.
But we're not members. How do we get in?
It's true. All right.
You make your way through the bazaar, well past it. It takes you a good half hour of walking through the city streets. It's not so much because it's far away.
I hate
It's
this.
because this
It's
town,
'cause we're all
once again,
short.
that's part of it.
Yeah.
I just knock people out of the way.
You probably should stop doing that.
They
Do
should
I?
move.
He should, but he won't.
Can I just be like, everybody move?
Yes!
Make
Oh.
way for tiny dwarf.
At
doing
one
the
point,
Andre
there
the
is a
Giant.
crowd of children around people. He throws back his hood and says, move, and they terrifyingly get out of the way. And you, Tarver, go, I want to be the scary one. And you just roar at the kids and they scatter. So there you go. It takes you a while. Now, you have to understand, instead of these being like streets going to places, there are main streets. You've seen the main streets here. The bazaar is on one of them. The main streets are few and far between. Because this town was basically ruins and then rebuilt, it's almost a few main streets and a ton of alleyways. Obviously, when this town was rebuilt, it was first come, first served, total anarchy. I want to build a house here. And they built a house there. So everything is alleyways and a few main thoroughfares. And after half an hour of traveling through the streets, you do find yourself in an area that you can only describe as slums. These buildings haven't so much been repaired as they took the ruins that were there and did what they could to stay out of inclement weather. That is what this area is like. And as you walk through this, you finally find the remains of what was once a circular tower and has now become the ruins of a one-story circular building with a thatched roof put on top, pitched as sharply as physically possible. That is where you guys find yourself standing outside of the door in the location that you were told by Kabar.
Okay.
Go knock.
We're all knocking.
Knocking on 3. 1, 2, 3.
What is going on out there? The door opens slightly. There's just a single red eye. Not glowing red. The light from the outside lets you see that the iris is red. Who are you?
I just like peer in and like wave. Hi.
The door slams shut.
Oh, no one likes me. Sad.
I'll leave you hanging. Or lowered.
from the outside. Is that a lizardkin?
Something like that.
Technically, sure.
It's
yeah.
Scaly Jesus.
That's not Scaly Jesus.
Traveling with people.
Well, a dwarf, a
Loosely.
halfling, and a couple of people.
I'm a half people.
Things happen.
Is it trained?
Yes.
Actually, well trained. Many years of training. In
Probably
fact.
better than me.
It even uses the job properly.
Who are you?
Friends of Kabars.
You hear the latch going and the door opens slightly again. She looks directly at you. You know of Kabar?
Me?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Why are you here?
You guys take over. I'm done.
I'm asking you.
Ah, fine.
Why are you here?
He sent us.
To do what?
To find you.
You see the door, the door's opening
We're friendly.
slightly wider. So you're like, oh, just to find me then?
Yeah. We just want to talk.
Of course. The door comes flying open with one hand, and the force hits you dead center of the chest, sending you flying back against the building behind you.
Force push. I force push back.
Reflex save, and I will get to you in a second. Reflex
20.
save. Yes.
And then, is there one over here?
Oh,
That's not good.
That's not good.
Not good at all.
12.
12.
It's not bad though.
That wasn't very
Yeah.
friendly.
Hey, dragons can fly.
Okay, so here's what happens. Oh, so that's why you're here, just to talk until the end's door open. Shoots out her hand. You feel like a fucking boulder just hit you square in the chest, and you go flying back 15 feet to the neighbor's hovel with a wooden wall. Take 11 points of damage from slamming into the wall at the same force you would have from falling 15 feet. And you have basically cracked the wood on that wall because it wasn't very good wood to start with. You immediately try your own force push. A wind. You're doing Gust of Wind. Okay, you cast Gust of Wind on her. You don't have... Oop, that's gone.
Oh, one.
Lots of
It's a
dice.
3.
Is it? Well, we know that. No dice on the floor. You know that. Alright. You cast Gust of Wind on her. What's my save?
17.
Seriously? Jesus Christ.
Level 2 spell. I've got +5.
You cast Gust of Wind on her. You see her cross her hands, but she still goes sliding back. Her footing, incredibly sturdy, but she does go sliding back and gets pushed into her wall. Xander, you are laying on the
how long
ground.
does Gust of Wind last? Is it just one gust, or can I keep it up?
I think you can concentrate and keep it up for a little while.
I'm keeping her pinned.
Keep it against the wall. You're kind of regaining yourself.
Ow.
Can I see that?
Oh, everybody, here we go again. Do I need to do this and fix everything? You, get inside. Everybody inside, please, everybody inside.
Concentration check. Success closed. The door slammed shut. The wind, John,
Oh,
you
it's
are...
actually only 1 round.
Oh, it's not a concentration.
It's not.
Okay, so she slams into the wall. You say everybody inside, but I'm going to say that the round is still active, so that she does need a concentration check. Passes. Close. Open, close. Door slam shut.
So I'm outside, right?
Yeah, you just stood back up.
You're
and-
almost back inside somebody else's house.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, we're not doing a good job making friends around here.
No.
This is going to be a very difficult process for us.
I crack my knuckles. Can I go inside?
No! You can stay out here. I can't believe that I have to be the reasonable one here.
I'm really trying not to. This is just too entertaining.
While they're
I'm not
while
gonna
they're
lie.
over there fighting, I go over to the neighbor's house and mend the wall so we don't start a fight with them.
You go over there. There is a woman clutching her son. This drunken 5-year-old kid. She's just clutching him. Going, sorry. Mending.
Mend the wall.
And the wall slowly creaks and goes back together.
Yeah, then do it. Alright then.
Oh, I got rid of my thing.
You are back to normal. You took the damage.
Still hurts.
She flung you backwards with.
Halabeef.
Come out and play!
Okay.
I'm seriously spinning my hands to get a grip on my axe to open the door, so
Oh my
please.
God.
Someone get her, or
Down.
I'm going inside.
Your fucking axe. Oh my god.
Halabeef. I think you've angered our friend.
Hey.
We would like to be friends.
When you have an axe, everything looks like a table.
I mean, if you think about it, doors are just vertical tables.
It's true. It's true. He does have a point. Does he have a point? No? Okay.
The point, yeah, the point's at the
You
end of the
guys
damn
do
axe.
it your way. Let's try it.
I
tried my way.
Bluff. I'm not
I
even
tried
bluffing.
being nice, and I got
You
flung.
were perfect. You just said one thing that you couldn't have said. You stumbled on the wrong thing. That's all.
Oh no, you didn't mention why we're here, which is to protect her from danger.
Okay, fine.
On the orders of Cabal.
I'm about to go
I
inside.
say it loudly enough that I hope she can hear me.
Make up your fucking mind!
I can't help the short one.
Which
The other
one?
short one.
Thank you.
She threw our friend. I just reacted.
We know.
Strong protection.
It's
I do the same for anything.
okay.
The door slightly opens again. You are the ones.
We were
That
just
Cabal
over there like,
sent.
well, I would say like 10 minutes ago, but we got stopped by an ale guy, and then I get stopped by
Pretty
a
sore.
weapon guy.
Let's make-
Actually, he got stopped, so he's the cause of all of our problems. Severely sorry.
Let's make a very important notice here too. You just got magic backwards. Can we come in now?
She opens the door. She seems to be watching you a bit, Xander, as you walk in.
Okay.
It's okay, he's potty trained.
She kind of goes, you understand why? I thought that you were the ones come here, that you were here to protect me again. I got confused!
Yeah, that's
That,
good.
that one's
Yeah.
blue.
It happens.
Freaking old
It
people.
happens. It's fine. Sorry.
She...
It's funny because you're Xander the blue, but you're not blue.
Not this time.
Not blue, there's Andrew.
Sandy yellow.
She reaches out, puts a hand on your shoulder. Is that the only damage you took?
Yes.
Yeah, you're healed to full.
Yeah.
The rumor is true. You do have an ailment for a cure for every ailment.
If you're going to be part of the coven, I figured that we don't need to hide each other's magics from each other.
Oh, Coven.
So,
You never said anything about Coven.
Oh,
no,
here we
he's
go.
not allowed to speak of it.
That's fair. Black ropes for
He
everyone.
does. She does close the door behind you. As she locks the door, she takes you around the corner. Now think of like I said, this is a round tower. So the entire outside is one hallway. So she walks you around to the other side of the building, goes to a wall, and there's no magic involved whatsoever. Just a big old secret door. You actually notice which brick she pushes on. Hear the latch click as she brings you into the center, which is one giant room. Tarbin, this room would be your wet dream if you knew what half the shit in here was. This is a huge alchemy lab. Huge.
I know alchemy.
Yes, you do. You recognize some of the equipment. The rest of it is definitely beyond your grasp what it could be used for, but you can tell by looking at it, a majority of this is alchemy. Xander, you... Damn it. I'm going to keep doing that.
Oh, drinking.
Yep,
Jaka.
drinking. Yep, Jaka. One corner of the room is dedicated to a large shelf. Immediately upon looking there, you're seeing material components that would be used for divination, that are used for scrying, and then, much to your surprise, in the middle of the room is a small well. Think of like a reflecting pool, the water floating 3 feet above it, as though it were in this pool. This is an incredible scrying pool. This has something that has been taken years to get the enchantment right. This is one of the most wonderful scrying pools you've ever seen. Not that you've seen many, but you can just tell by looking at it.
Okay.
And that is the majority of this room. Bubbling flasks, a lot of flasks funneling into other flasks, the scrying pool, and a large open cabinet with a material you immediately recognize as scrying components, divination components.
Okay, okay.
Cool. Can I use your pool? I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
Oh, to be young again.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
So, You are the ones he described to me. You have magic as well. Why do you think I need to be protected?
Well, we got in without a problem.
Don't.
She just kind of stares at you. Is he okay?
He's got a point. He's got a point. You have to give him that. He's got a point there.
Alright, he's got a point.
It sucks, I know. I've been wrong a couple times, and it really does hurt the soul to be wrong from that. However,
I just lost an argument with an idiot.
if they bring you down to their level, did they beat you with experience?
Why am I in danger?
That's you.
Oh, I know. I'm letting her dangle on this one a little bit. No, I mean, honestly, nice and simple. I've heard some people that want to cause some ruckus. I have suspicion to believe that they may be working or in cahoots or something with this Cobalt Excursion. Bluff. 13 plus 10, 23.
She nods.
And you seem to know our friend Kabar pretty well, and seems like us being new to these lands kind of make things a little bit easier to put our ducks, so to speak, in a row, so we know exactly what we're dealing with. It's advantageous for us to know who we're dealing with as much as it is for you to know who you're dealing with.
Also, we may or may not have been enlisted by Kavar.
Table schmables. That's nothing to don't worry about that. Anywho.
Did you by chance, these people that are going to make me trouble, did you by chance take anything from them? Anything that I can use to scry?
Unfortunately not.
But you interacted with them.
I overheard them.
Unless I had a second caster, I wouldn't be able to scry on them with just overhearing.
Unfortunately.
Wait, what? That's me. Oh, I can scry, kinda.
He wants to use your pool.
Yeah, I.
You're a diviner.
Yes.
Isn't he divine?
I cast silence on my blade.
Quick detect thoughts.
Detect
I haven't
thoughts
done
with
it
this.
much, but I
Screaming
seem to have a knack
intensifies.
for it.
If we work together using his memory and they have no protection from this whatsoever, we might be able to scry on them. Do you have the spell in memory?
Oh shit.
If you don't, it does not need to happen right now unless you think they're on their way here.
I don't know right now.
By evening, I think nightfall, they're looking. I mean, come on. That's when everybody's gonna make their move to negotiate.
I'm sorry, I thought I had it. Yeah, I know. I thought.
No
Yeah.
problem.
Okay, sorry. Guess I don't have it.
No problems.
Okay. Nope, I was wrong. I can do divination things, but I can't scry.
I understand.
Sad. I'm gonna go over here now.
I mean, we can do this the old-fashioned way and just wait in ambush.
If they're coming, how would they possibly know who I was? Only members of my covenant, those I help, should know of this place.
They
The
mentioned.
kobolds seem to know a whole lot. I mean, they're attacking this place for a reason, right?
The kobolds attacked closer to the tavern. They haven't come near my dwelling.
Yet.
Yet. There is a distinct possibility that they are just after magic, especially if the rumor of an arcane kobold being with them is true, but they were nowhere near my dwelling. I can't imagine that being the case.
Maybe
And
they
quite
sense your
frankly-
connection with Kabar.
You're not wrong, but I'm a diviner. I have anti-scrying, anti-detection up all over this building. They might be powerful enough to breach it, but quite frankly, I'd be surprised.
Okay, dwarf logic. We're here.
Because you talked to my comrade.
Okay.
We could just sit outside your door and kill anyone who tries to get in.
That sounds like a terrible idea. Why? Oh God! Do not just kill anyone who comes in. I do try to help the people of this village.
Sounds like someone's sold you out.
I'm telling you, dwarf logic is really, really good stuff. You really need to hang out a little bit longer. You'll love it. Wait till come up next, man. You're gonna love it.
Just don't get to attach to your furniture.
She reaches down to a glass vial and pulls out what looks like a short, skinny flute, totally hollow in the middle. And you just see her reach into one of the bazaar next to her, light a little sconce and light it on fire, slowly inhaling the smoke that this thing is producing directly into her lungs. I feel like I'm going to need this.
Wow.
You gotta share.
She's cool.
She turns it around and hands it to you.
Puff, puff, pass. I'm out.
Right? No, I'll take some.
That's my
And you
catch.
take some. Your
It's gotta be a save. Right?
no, it is a buff. Your concentration skill goes up by +4. Your dexterity goes down by 2.
Oh, jeez.
No, that's fine.
She
So I feel like I can focus enough to learn how to juggle.
What?
She looks at you, squints her eyes. This room is not for axe juggling.
I have hammers.
Okay.
That's all you. No, I'm gonna go check out front for a minute and
She goes over to the cabinet where all the scrying equipment is, and she pulls out an amulet. This is a very non-ornate, nondescript amulet. Like, you could see any woman of meager birth wearing this thing. It's just a small green emerald in a silver necklace. And she pulls it out and holds it up to you. Well, if they're going to be coming here, that is one thing, but quite frankly, I am still in the middle of my project, so I unfortunately cannot have you underfoot. And trust me, if you are who you say you are, you want me to complete this. So, here's my question for you. If you can find these people who wish to do me harm and take care of it, I would be not only in your debt, but I would of course take care of some of the arcane abilities that I'm sure you are craving right now. For most things in this town, you're not going to find anyone who is as good with general magics as myself and my coven.
I'm a big fan of the fact that something will be in our debt for once. I'm liking that.
If I'm truly in danger, which you say I am, and the detection spell I cast on this room has not made me think otherwise, this amulet is a direct contact to me. When you speak its command word, you can give me 10 seconds of dialogue. It'll take a bit to get here, and I can respond. It'll take a bit to get back to you, but it is a way for us to communicate. If you find this acceptable, I have no reason not to believe you.
Yes, sir.
If you're all powerful enough to breach my spell, then obviously there's nothing I could do to stop you anyway. In fact, not one of you has made the spell flicker except for the one who talks a lot, but I expect nothing less from one of your persuasion. And you have not said a word to me, which is worrisome. Strong silent type.
He's the face.
Where's the badger?
Wait, what?
Don't ask where the badger is. Question. What you doing?
Trying to create a link. If this is an arcane kobold, oh my god. If this is truly an arcane kobold that attacked the town, he was injured. This all happened right outside of Kabar's tavern. He was able to collect some of the blood. If I can create a vial, we can use it to scry on this creature. And if this creature is what we think he is, if it is truly an arcane kobold, that means he is magic touched. If we can find somebody powerful enough, we can take that link that he has to what magic is left and use it to bring some of that magic back into this world. Kobolds are always in connection with magic, but an arcane kobold, a true sorcerer of a kobold clan, I've been scrying the land for quite some time, and I haven't found something that you would consider that in touch with magic for longer than I can remember. This is a very large opportunity, and to sever that link and to leak it into the world to try to regain some of our powers, that is truly a feat that should be attempted. And I will do anything, and my coven will do anything, to sever that link and have the magic spread back where it belongs.
Okay.
Well, that was a long-winded and great explanation. Thank you for being so straightforward with us for the first time since, we arrived in this place.
Be nice. I don't want to fly again.
I was being nice. I know it's not usual for you lizard people.
Alright, fine.
Whoa.
If you are what you say you are, if you are all able to tap into the magic, then we are brothers.
Okay.
I just hope that you are trying to bring magic into this world and not keep it for yourselves. But time will tell. She holds up the amulet again. Will you take this?
Of course I'll take it.
I'll take it.
Hands you the amulet.
I get all the shinies.
It takes 5 minutes of attunement before you can use it, and then it becomes attuned to you.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Okay.
Where's that movie like Flavor Flav hanging with this big amulet?
It's not a clock.
It's a manhole cover. Yeah, it was a big spell. It needed a lot of surface
I'm
area.
3'2".
That's true.
Well, now you're shorter. Thank you. Thank you for your assistance. I promise you that if this works out, it will be well worth it. And of course, if it is true that I am in danger, I will reward you.
Great.
But for now, I do need to ask. I will need to concentrate to cast the next spell.
Mm-hmm.
If I could ask you to leave my dwelling.
G, get out.
Guys, let's go.
Let's leave,
Alright.
with our feet on the ground.
I like that idea.
What's up?
She looks over at you. I apologize. I am old and I was scared.
It's no big deal.
Looks
I fly
over
all
at
the
you.
time.
Mending. Excellent. Alright, she opens the hidden door so that you guys can leave the room. And as you leave that, please make sure to close the front door behind you. And she does close the hidden door.
The wall mender.
5 gold says she dies.
Before we're done?
A voice from absolutely nowhere seems to echo on those. I have scrying in my own building. I can still hear you.
Uh-huh. Bye.
Damn it. Anyway.
I believe we have
What do you guys do?
things to do.
Well,
I think since it only hasn't been too long, we go back to the tavern and see if those yahoos are still sitting
or
down
if
there.
they're not, see if Nilla knows who they are, if they're regulars.
See if they paid as well, and if they left any
Yeah.
coin that was in their possession.
I'm sure that this is the biggest tavern in the area. I'm sure.
Do we have a receipt? We can track
Their
credit
big number. Oh my god.
But I mean, if they're
We're from
probably
the bank.
regulars, or at least around there once, she might be able to give us something.
Uh-huh.
Then we get to kill someone.
All right.
Jeez. That's why you're being nice. You're getting bloodthirsty.
That sounds about right.
Oh my god.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Right. Where is the badge?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I'm getting tired of walking.
Where's old plaster?
I am Matt,
He was
playing
hanging
a
out.
ranger, and my tagline is
The badger was hanging out outside. It was not interested in going into a building.
no worries. I'll read this back.
Back to the bazaar!
Bazaar!
No! Back way!
Take
Back
the
way!
side
Someone throws something over his head.
I ain't throwing nothing.
How long does that buff last?
Which one?
The smoking.
An hour.
Let me know when it's done.
Sure. Alright, you are walking through some back alleyways. As you guys turn a corner, you see a younger gentleman holding a woman by her shirt with a dagger pulled on her.
Yep, he's dead.
As a man is shakily, an older gentleman is shakily pulling his coin purse off.
Bull rush.
Yep, that. There's
Bull rush, just the guy.
the mob.
The dude with the knife.
All right, you
Someone here is healing for the chick. I don't know.
break
Yeah.
off from the group,
Bye.
and Bull Rush, the assailant, who looks over at you with concern. Hey, roll.
15 plus
Hold on, I think you go right into
11. 26.
okay.
Yeah, that's about yeah.
All right, you charge into him. You have improved bull rush, so he doesn't get attack of opportunity. Oh my god, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Easy. Where is she? How that's happening.
He's clearly doing something wrong.
Oh no, I get that. I just want to know where you're. Oh goodness.
It could
This
be
is why I'm-
Okay, what was your roll? It's
26.
strength check. You do not roll to hit for a bull rush. I was wrong last time.
Oh, it's just an
I was,
opposing
I
strength
was
check?
thinking of
You
grab.
want me to re-roll then?
Sure.
I shouldn't have re-rolled. 9.
9.
I think you're gonna outstrength them anyway.
What just happened?
I had a 15.
This is my life. I rolled a 2. All right. And then.
Who's got
I,
menu
just,
ready?
I basically went to do the same thing. Shoulder check him into the ground.
Yeah. So I did not say he had the knife pressed to her throat. He had the knife drawn close to her. Yeah. Hey! You knock him back 5 feet. He does maintain his footing, though. You shoulder check him. He does not fall to the ground. He does step back. Just screams, "What the?" And Will, you're a bigger guy than he is. No, fuck you. He charges back into battle. The 5 feet is not long enough to charge. He steps in and takes a full attack against you.
Oh no.
19.
19. White first.
He's still holding his knife?
White first.
Really?
All right, critical
Yeah,
fail. The way critical fails work in
No,
this house,
no.
for those of you who don't know, you must declare which of your 20-siders you're rolling first. If you roll them all at once, once you have a critical fail, your turn is over. He steps the 5 feet to go and attack you, and you take one look at the dagger coming in and grab his arm and say, "No," and throw his arm down. Go
Can I
ahead.
turn that into a grapple?
Absolutely.
There
Turn
we
that into a
go.
grapple.
All right, you turn that into a grapple. I will say you auto-hit. Roll opposed strength checks, or dex check in his case.
My strength is going to be a 14.
14, he breaks out of the grapple.
Bastard.
Okay, you turn him around. You actually go to basically bear hug him. As you do that, he slips down underneath, goes under your grasp, and takes the short step away from you. One dagger at the ready, and his hand going for another one.
Yeah, I was
at that
trying
point-
not to kill you.
At that point, quick initiative check. Go ahead, everyone. Okay,
Hey, 20.
Who's that? 13.
Roll a 20.
and then just keep your initiative in front of you. This is not going to last long. I have a feeling.
No, this Xander good around. Jesus.
Did anyone
Yeah.
beat 20?
Yes.
Yeah, drag
15
him out.
plus what?
No, you're fine. You beat 20. I know you got more than a
Yeah.
+2. All right, it is your turn, Xander. What do you do?
All right.
This guy is 5 feet away from John. Kitty corner to him is the older man who is shaking and looking at the scenario. The girl has collapsed down and is almost fetal watching this all happen.
All right. I'm gonna step forward and do what's that fancy thing? The stunning fist.
Stunning
Oh,
fist.
jeez.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You run forward because you weren't right next to him. So you run forward. Roll to hit. This is stunning fist, and your first attack. Your only attack on this one will be stunning fist.
17.
17 is a hit.
And-
DC
oh, yeah.
is
Okay.
10 plus half your character's level. So what's half your level?
3.
3.
So 13 plus your wisdom modifier.
Wisdom's a plus what?
Plus 2.
Plus 2?
15.
So my save is 15 will save. Falls backwards.
Yeah.
He is unconscious, laying on the ground. We are out of initiative.
So I pick up a dagger,
Okay.
and I look at the girl.
Actually, Xander, it's
Okay,
still your
yeah,
move. It's still your move.
Yeah.
I mean,
You
It is?
you literally like.
You
Here's
throw
the
punch
scenario. No. You bull rushed him. You charged him, knocked him back. He went in to stab you. You grabbed his wrist, tried to use it to grapple. He went under your rib. As this is all happening, he calmly walks forward and goes, hey, and fucking jabs him in the throat. Just falls to the ground, clutching his throat, trying to be able to stand back up. Xander, what do you do?
Calmly grab the knife and say, no.
All he learns.
How to train your dragon?
Yeah.
How your dragon trains you?
You're the one who
He
said North
is
logic was good.
looking up at you
Punch and say no.
from the ground. Understood. The woman jumps up and starts running in the other direction.
No, don't chase. No. No. You have a high prey drive. You just start running after things that are running away from you.
The older man looks over at you. Thank you so much. And he opens his coin pouch and just... What do
You
you
need a drink?
Yes. He opens his coin pouch and
I
he
do too.
grabs...
Just bring it over. Just bring it.
4 coins. 4 coins. Yes.
Okay.
He grabs 4 coins and shakily hands them over to you.
Thank you.
Thank you, kind lizard folk. He looks over at you. Yes. Yes, I could use a drink, you glorious dwarf. He takes your help. Oh my god, this is fantastic.
Now we get a reputation.
Where did you
Guy.
get this from?
I made
No.
Truly.
It's okay. They won't realize it's
You're unbelievable. He hands it to you, and he kicks the kid in the head as he walks away.
Is that the drunken kid? No.
No, that's a 5-year-old
I
child.
shake the guy that's unconscious on the ground down.
He's not unconscious. He is.
I take whatever he's got.
He's stunned.
Yeah, he's. Yeah, stun comes in different forms. He's
Yeah.
having trouble breathing because he. Right,
I take whatever he's
I
got.
Steven Seagal him.
So you made a bad.
he's,
rock
he
alternative
would
movie?
fight you, and he's kind of like moving to fight you, but there's not much he can do. He's having trouble breathing. You take 2 daggers and a pouch with 15 silver in it.
Ooh, I got my coins.
Yep, there you go.
You
So
did.
plus 13. Good job.
Back at it. Well, I'm not saving you this time.
And so wait, we got 2 daggers.
2 daggers, 15 silver. If I said gold, I apologize. It's supposed to be silver.
I actually we have stuff in the group chat that I've been holding.
Oh, nice.
So I have other coins, but they're not technically on me.
Well, that was a profitable encounter.
There's still a gentleman who's slowly not choking anymore, laying on the ground in front of you.
Oh.
Fuck.
Does anyone want to detain him?
I grab him by the throat and push him against the wall. Fuck what? So here's the deal. We better not hear you chasing or shaking down other people anymore. Otherwise, next time you lose more than your knives.
Oh.
And I drop.
Intimidate check.
Oh, yeah, okay.
This is how we become the good guys, isn't it?
26.
Jeez, shit. I'm intimidated. No more. We're good. We're good.
So
no more stand-up ladies,
because
we got it.
you're feeling still a little happy, it actually takes you a second to notice that that sound that sounded like rain a moment ago is him pissing himself.
Yeah, it's all good.
Okay, what do you do?
Drop.
Falls to the ground into his own urine.
Good. Now about that bazaar.
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
no.
we're good.
No, not that we have money to spend. Never mind.
Hold on. Let's consider. You lost 2 gold and only got a little bit of ale that you have infinite amounts of over there.
Yeah. Well, he said,
And
that was,
here
he
you
said that was
got
the best
one-
sale ever. I had to see if it was better.
And he was wrong, wasn't he? He went fucking blind.
Well, no, I really did think it was the best sale ever, didn't I?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to go blind?
Ooh. I've heard of that happening with ale before. Spirits, but not ale.
Yep, definitely. Best avoid that place.
Maybe it's just that good.
You know what? You want to go blind? Be my guest.
No, we kind of need him. Because that means he's going to start punching blindly, literally. I could do without that.
I know, but maybe Kabar will let us off easy if we just leave him.
Let's ask Ashton. Where do you want to go, Ashton?
Let's take the alleyways back to
There we go. Man, my
All right.
heart.
Stupid democracy.
So I
Stupid democracy. What's up, Ashton?
I start walking into an alleyway and the badger snarls at the guy on the ground. I walk past.
The guy kind of backs away as a feral animal just snarled at him. And as you look back, you don't need to make the sense motive, but you realize it's written clear on his face.
The badger's peed on him. Oh.
2 things are clear on his face. 1, badger piss. And 2, he is now thinking, that is the coolest group of people I have ever seen. As you guys continue on through the alleyways all the way back to the tavern.